Welcome to F.U.I.M.E. TV. We talking about Snoop D-O-double-G apologizing to Eminem. I couldn't rhyme those together. I wanted Snoop D-O-double-G Eminem. Alright. Snoop was recently on the Breakfast Club and they was asking him about, the little beef, if that's what you want to call it, with him and Eminem that started when Snoop was on the radio a year or two ago, and he basically said M wasn't in his top 10, whatever. Eminem came back on his next album with a couple lines about Snoop, basically saying he thought he was whatever, he thought he was in his corner, whatever shit, blah, blah, blah. So of course everybody's like, oh my God, Snoop versus M. M is gonna roast Snoop, but would M roast Snoop? Cause Snoop a OG, like what the fuck, right? So a lot of people was like, tripping off that. And then a few months ago, Snoop came out and was like, yo, me and M, we cool. We squashed it. There's no issue. We aftermath. We Dre's family and shit. It's all good. But a lot of people probably was like, yeah, right. Yeah, But when Snoop was asked about that shit on the Breakfast Club, he did say straight up, him and M squashed it. And Snoop said he apologized to Eminem. He apologized for the shit that he said, a year ago or so, about him not being in his top 10. Now, he probably did apologize, but do Snoop did he put him back in his top 10 because he apologized? He probably didn't. Snoop a grown ass man. He probably has his opinion, just like M has his opinion. But they probably did, because they do know each other. They probably did chop it up. They probably did laugh about it. They probably had little jokes. And I wouldn't be surprised if Eminem, refers to this shit in future tracks very lightheartedly, I'm sure. Because M seemed like the type that, if you cool with M, he cool with you. And y'all can have that friendly back and forth. I'm sure he's going to talk about it in future songs, reference it, but in a very, very lighthearted, fun way, I'm sure. Snoop, I think Snoop, first of all, he's just too damn cool and too laid back to be beefing with anybody, especially like an Eminem or whatever like that, who's all cool from the Dre family. So I think it was pretty dope, the fact that Snoop, came out and said, yo, man, I ain't too big to apologize. Because let's be real, Snoop, it was a little harsh. You was a little aggressive and shit, you know what I'm saying, when you were shitting on him. Because it's one thing to be like, hey, motherfucker ain't in my top 10. He ain't in my top 10. Shit, right? But I think where it was crazy was like he kind of kept going at the time to be like, there's a lot of motherfuckers that could get Eminem. I mean, Eminem basically wasn't shit without Dre, basically, right? So I'm like, damn, at the time I was like, yo, that is harsh. Fuck. But apparently it's all good. It's all squashed. I think that's dope. Can't wait to that Super Bowl performance with Dre, Kendrick, Mary J, Snoop, M. That shit gonna be fire. But Snoop Dogg apologized. It's all good. What do you think?
If you don't know who I am, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. F.U.I.M.E, you probably thinking, what is that? It's the movement, it's the motto, it's the answer to these critics when they hating.